Welcome back, everyone. Dr. Keith Watson is joining me in studio for our monthly segment. Now, Dr. Watson, we were just sharing a story about screen time in kids. I feel like this is definitely something that you see often as a pediatrician. And I guess my first question is screen time, is there a good amount of screen time, or is it all kind of bad?
No, I won't say it's bad.
Okay.
I won't say it's all bad. Everything in moderation.
Okay.
Eggs are good for breakfast occasionally. You just don't need to eat them every day. No, there's nothing wrong with screen time. I have 3 kids. We have an Xbox. We all enjoy, playing a video game here and there. But too much is too much.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Now, with our younger patients per se, what would you say is maybe the right age to introduce maybe an iPad or a little tablet for them to have?
So there's a lot of studies out, and you can read a lot of different things. The one thing that I have read is that younger than the age of 2, it's really not recommended.
Okay.
And there's starting to be some evidence or belief, depending on which word I should use, that exposure to electronic media prior to the age of 2 actually increases the risk and rate of ADHD in people. So I would say beyond the age of 2, a reasonable amount of time, especially if the games are instructional.
Okay, yeah.
Teaching colors, teaching letters, as long as it's supervised and the parents take part in it and know when it's time to turn it off and make sure that the child doesn't just stay glued to the video screen all day long.
Now, I feel like our children definitely watch the parents. So what would you say if, I am taking the iPad away from said child, but I am continuously on my cell phone or
what
tablet?
Does that do as I say, not as I do?
Yeah.
Well, but everybody should limit screen time.
Yes.
It's not just
Mine's pretty bad, guys.
It's not just a kid thing. Excessive screen time leads to chronic fatigue, chronic headaches, poor sleep.
Oh, yeah.
All kinds of health issues. So too much screen time is bad for everybody.
Yes.
Not just kids.
And when we're talking about sleep, would you say there's a recommended time to, let's take it away before we go to sleep? Like maybe do we need to take it away maybe from the child an hour before bedtime? What would be your recommendation as a pediatrician?
It should be off definitively prior to bedtime.
Yeah.
Visual stimuli, the colors and the sounds and the movements on the screen are stimulating to your brain. And so if you're trying to get you to go to sleep or your children to go to sleep, at least 30 minutes to an hour prior to bedtime, a video screen needs to be off and away from you or your child.
Now, if a parent decides, I don't want them to have any screen time anymore unless maybe they're at school or daycare, would you say as a parent they should gradually pull the iPad screen time back, or do they maybe just need to do cold turkey?
I think you could do either one.
It just kind of depends.
It just depends upon maybe the temperament of your child. If you can just turn it off and they really don't care, you could just turn it off. But if you have children that enjoy video games and like I have 2 sons who used to, when they were younger, play a lot. We didn't just turn it off cold turkey, but we put a limit on how much time after school they could be on it. And then it went off.
Gotcha. And then, we were talking about some of those games earlier, educational games. Would you say that, I've seen, on social media and stuff, that some games are, I would say, educational but less overstimulating? Would you say that would be true? Like there are apps out there that are less overstimulating to children?
Sure. Every game that you can get online or any kind of app is going to have differences. So there's certainly those out there that are very visually stimulating. They're loud. And then there are others that are milder and a little more low key. So again, parents, be involved in what your kids have on their phone. Check and see what kind of games and things they're playing, especially your younger children, to make sure not only it's age appropriate, but that they're not on it so much that it's causing problems.
Because I can assume that they could be cranky or anything after staying on the iPad for too long.
Correct.
I know I get that way whenever I doom scroll, as they say, on social media, guys. I'm bad about that. Well, Dr. Watson, thank you for bringing us some insight on screen time with kids. Again, if you ever have any questions for Dr. Watson, you can go see him in West Point. We'll be right back. All right, everyone, welcome back into mid-morning. Before we get to those entertainment headlines, let's take a quick look at our sunrise question. We are asking, which inspire better Halloween costumes, politicians or music icons? Be sure to scan that QR code or visit our website at wcbi.com/connect. We'll take another look at that poll in just a moment, but right now, music icons is leading with 67%. Well, comedian Jon Stewart says he wants to stay on as the host of The Daily Show on Comedy Central. His contract expires in December. Now, Stewart told a crowd at the New Yorker Festival he's working on staying. The comedian first hosted The Daily Show from 1999 to 2015. He returned last year to host its Monday episodes. Now, Stewart is one of the biggest stars on cable and outspoken on his opposition to President Trump. And a beloved book series is one of Apple TV's newest show adaptations. The story follows a unique private investigator. Here's David Daniel with more.
I think someone's hiding something. Okay, so Big Bang. 2 bodies and a disappeared child.
A PI and a suburban woman uncover a conspiracy in Down Cemetery Road.
You have found your way to the heart of something huge. There is a massive government cover-up.
Emma Thompson and Ruth Wilson star in the mystery thriller based on the first Zoe Bohm novel by Mick Herron.
I was his first fan. I'm going to take that. No, I mean, I really, as soon as I read one of his books in 2016, I just, went through everything he wrote.
You are in shark-infested waters, and there are no rescue boats.
Wipe your nose. I'll buy you a stiff drink.
It's 10 in the morning, Zoe.
You're very prim for an outlaw.
I read the script and knew Emma was attached. And I loved the script. It was a page-turner, it was funny, it was subverted the genre in every way I liked. And 2 brilliant female characters at the centre of it.
This nosy woman needs to be stopped. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
She also doesn't feel the need to assuage or apologise or she doesn't mind about taking up a lot of space or making a lot of noise if it's necessary. She doesn't apologise for being well, female. So that's unusual, and I love that.
I can't unsee what I saw. One way or the other, the story's going to come up.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Well, a shoemaker in California is preserving the legacy of a designer known as the shoemaker to the stars. Chris Francis inherited a massive collection of wooden foot forms made by the late designer. Now, the Italian cobbler created custom footwear for Hollywood celebrities from 1960 until his death in 2008. Now, Francis was inspired to keep his own glam rock collection going. Each pair is meticulously handcrafted and can take anywhere from a few days to several months to make. And the fourth film collaboration between actor Emma Stone and filmmaker Yorgos Lanthimos is hitting screens this weekend. Now, it's a remake of an award-winning South Korean film, Save the Green Planet. David Daniel has a preview.
They want you to think it's you, that it's you who made this world, but it's always been them.
Two young men kidnap a powerful CEO, hoping it'll help save the world in Begonia.
Welcome to the headquarters of the human resistance.
Where's my hair?
Your hair has been destroyed to prevent you from contacting your ship.
What ship?
Your mothership?
Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons square off in darkly comic scenes in a basement.
There is no possible scenario where you benefit from this incident.
That was really good. My pulse is racing right now.
I remember cracking up when we were rehearsing it, but then by the time we got into the basement, it didn't seem as funny.
Lock in. You know this is crazy. You know this is wrong.
They don't really know how to kidnap somebody. They don't really have the resources or the wherewithal or the presence of mind to do what they need to do, which is, in their minds, save the planet.
I've done a ton of research on this. You're killing our planet.
Alien fellas. I'm not an alien.
You're lying to me.
What's the difference?
I think all of the films that I make want to challenge, the way we think about certain things, or shed a light to human nature and behavior that we might not notice necessarily.
I know who you are. I know what you are.
I know you too.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
And as we hit a break, guys, here's another look at our sunrise question. We're asking, which inspire better Halloween costumes? Politicians or music icons? Be sure to vote. We'll take one last look when we come back. All right, everyone, we're wrapping things up, but here's a last look at our sunrise question. We've been asking which inspire better Halloween costumes. It looks like 75% of you are saying music icons. Thank you for all of those who voted. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 9.